for initiating this webinar. And
Okay.
because it's something which is voluntary, which you are coming out of this session is voluntarily done by you. So I want to sincerely thank you on behalf of everyone who is present here.
Okay.
So thank you, and we look forward to many more webinars that you are going to conduct in the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to my webinar. And I would like to thank AIEF and Matthew, sir, for giving the guidance, support, and motivation for me to conduct this webinar on the topic effective teaching through ICT tools. Let me introduce myself first. I am Smita R. Atreya, a computer science teacher from Delhi Public School, Rourkela. If anybody does not know where is Rourkela, it is a steel city in Odisha, which has got the famous public sector of India, Steel Authority of India Limited. So I basically come from Mysore, but because of my husband's profession, we are staying over here in Rourkela. So basically we are from Karnataka. Now, let me start my webinar now. I'll share my screen and you can see the PPT in few minutes now. Sir, is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
visible.
Okay. So the topic that I have chosen today is effective teaching through ICT tools. Now, this particular topic can be broken down into small portions, which is what is teaching first? What is effective teaching then? Then who can be called as an effective teacher? What is its relevance in the present scenario? And how ICT can be used as a tool in order to make our teaching more effective. Before I proceed further, if anybody has got any doubts or any questions to ask, you can unmute yourself. And if by any technical problem we quit out of this meeting, please rejoin in the same user ID and password. Now, even though we are teachers for the past so many years, we have to again relearn some of the definitions. So I'm going back to basics to understand what exactly is teaching. Now, teaching is a process which the teacher does in order to impart any knowledge to the child or to the student to bring some changes in them. And that is done by giving some learning experiences to the children. Over a period of time, because of this teaching, the children gain knowledge and they become better individuals and they see some changes in their thought process also. So if this is teaching, then what is effective teaching then? Effective teaching refers to what is that extra step that the teacher is taking in order to make the teaching learning process more effective and so that the learning outcomes are much better. And what is that extra mile the teacher is taking, or what is that extra aid the teacher is using in order to make her classroom teaching more effective, more enjoyable, so that the child will always crave for that particular teacher's class in any school. Now, if this is effective teaching, then who can be called as an effective teacher? So there are certain characteristics or certain features where I have just listed out few. So a teacher is one who is ready to learn, unlearn and relearn. I have put all these things because we have to keep on learning through our lives because we are teachers, and that too we are teaching the students in a school, and we have to unlearn as well as relearn. There is a difference between unlearning and relearning. Unlearning means whatever we know, sometimes we have to change that concept also. Relearning means that you are going to learn something new based on your previous knowledge. And a teacher who is ready to adapt to new changes, especially from last year, we have seen that we had to undergo a lot of changes in our thought process, in the way we take our classes. So a teacher who is ready to change, who is ready to adapt to the new situations, who is ready to teach or reach the child in different means and circumstances, and who enjoys teaching and likes to make a difference, that teacher can be called as an effective teacher. Partially, we have become effective teachers now, but the journey has just started. It is not the end. We have to become more better and better as the days are going to come. So all these things, what is its relevance now? Why I'm talking about all this, the effective teaching. Now, how effective teaching is relevant in the present times? first situation, we have seen that because of the pandemic situation, effective teaching has become the most important, concept that we have to adopt. And next thing is the introduction of NEP 2020. In the month of July last year, the Union Cabinet or the Union Government of our country adopted this new education policy after 35 years. A big drastic change has come in the way the teaching is going to be conducted in the coming years. So which talks about so many features. We have already seen so many webinars and understood these terms, especially terms like blended learning, experiential learning, augmented learning, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, digital education, art integration, inclusive education, 21st century skills, and many more such terms have been introduced. So because of these things, effective teaching and using ICT in that becomes very, very important. Now, if this all things are there, who is going to help me to make my teaching more effective or to make me the effective teacher that I want to become? And that tool is nothing but your ICT tool. As you all know, teachers, ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. So it is a tool which is a diverse set of technological tools as well as resources. When I said technological tools, it not only means our computer, it involves internet, World Wide Web, and the technologies like a smartphone, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. So many concepts are there, everything combined together, using which we can communicate, create, disseminate, store, and manage the information. That is called as an ICT. And for teachers, this is like a magic wand that we have got now. Using this, we can make our teaching learning process more effective and make our classrooms more interesting for the children. Now, coming to the next one, I have introduced what is ICT now. Now, today we are going to learn one of the easiest ICT tool. When I started during this pandemic, I went through internet like anything. So many complicated softwares were there. Even though I was a computer teacher, it took some time for me to know the intricacies or some technical terms. What is the meaning of that? How to use that? The YouTube videos were not sufficient. So, but this tool, Microsoft Photo Story, was that one particular simplest tool which I found, using which I could create some interesting visual stories for my children, whether it may be artificial intelligence or languages or science or something like that. Now, why I should use Photo Story? I've listed few advantages of this tool. One is, first of all, it's very easy to install, create, and use. And for non-IT teachers, especially language teachers or science teachers who find those complicated softwares very difficult to understand, it's very easy for them because simple 4 steps are required in order to make our Photo Story ready. And next thing is that the same software we can teach our children also in order to make their art integrated projects or art integrated activities and send it to us or present it in the class. And next one, it is very beneficial for visual and auditory learners. Visual and auditory learners means nowadays, most of the children, we see that whenever you present anything in the form of visuals or say audio message, they learn very, very quickly. Instead of just the demo, the lecture method or a blackboard or just a normal class, they don't like. They like some audio and video installed with that. With the story or with the concept, complicated stuff, we can teach them very easily. And for it can be used very easily by all the subject teachers. So keeping this in mind, that's why I have chosen this tool. So now how do I get started? So getting started is very easy. We have to install the software and get going. So I'll show you the steps to install this, and then we can start creating our visual story here. So I'm going out of this PPT now. I'll open my Word document wherein I have listed out the steps. So first step, what we have to do is we have to go to Google. Okay. So Google, if I go here, I'm going to type Microsoft Photo Story download. Microsoft Photo Story download. Okay, so if you click that, you get so many options over here. You see the third one, this is a known site. Normally I use the downloading from this site, download.cnet.com. I use this one. So if you click on this one, you are going to get a screen which looks similar like this. Can you see this word screen, all of you? Can all of you see this screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
No, we
ma'am.
can
Okay.
advantages of using this tool. That's it. The 4 bullet points. We don't
Yes,
see
yes.
anything more than that.
This one you can see the Photo Story 3 for Windows download. Can you see this one?
No.
You're
No.
not able to
Yes,
see?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
No,
we
ma'am, we can
see that.
see.
You can see, na? Maybe, ma'am, you're
Yeah,
having
yeah.
some internet issues. I think that's why you're not able to see. Please check it out, that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's visible.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
it's
fine.
visible.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
We can see, I said.
Okay. Okay. Huh. So if you click on this green button, download now, if you click on that, immediately you're going to get a screen which looks something like this. You can observe here at the bottom, photostory.msi. It starts downloading. You can see this one. If it doesn't start, then click on this, restart the download. Normally it starts because it is very simple installation. So if you click on that green button, you're going to get this where it is going to show you the what to say, installation, that file getting downloaded over here. Once this is completed, then you are going to get the next screen, which looks something like this. Okay, so if you click on this pstory.msi, you're going to get this screen where it is written, welcome to the Photo Story 3 for Windows Setup Wizard. Then after this, click on the next button. Next step is very simple. You click on the next button to start the installation. So after you click on next, you're going to get a agreement sign that you have to do. So the first option you're going to select, I accept the terms in the license agreement. Click on this button and click on the next button here. After this step is done, so first step was downloading that file. Clicking on that, you get the next one. Then clicking on that license agreement, then it is going to ask you about the installation folder. No need to bother about it. Wherever it is going to get installed, you can access it. So just click on the next button. Click on the next button over here. And after this, it starts the installation. To begin, click install. So next thing what we are going to do is click on the install button over here. Then quickly the installation is done within a matter of 2-3 even not even 2-3 minutes, one and a half minutes, the installation procedure is done. Okay, so it starts installation. After it is completed, you're going to get a message which looks something like this, wizard completed. So this means that your Photo Story is installed perfectly. Once it is done, how are you going to check whether it is done or not? So what you have to do is, if you're using Windows 10, you get a screen which looks similar to mine. Click on this bottom, the start button, and scroll down to the alphabet P over here. Scroll down to the alphabet P. See here, once the installation is done, it is visible that we are going to get Photo Story 3 for Windows. So that means your installation process is complete. Till here, I think it is clear for everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So once it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
done, installation is...
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ha,
Excuse
tell me,
me,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Ha.
If we do not have Windows 10,
If you do not have Windows 10, ma'am, you get the normal, that start button of Windows. You can click all programs.
Okay.
You're familiar with that.
yeah, yes,
Ha,
yes.
you
okay.
click on that and again scroll down to the alphabet P. You'll get there. You'll get the message over
Thank
there.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So then if you click on Photo Story 3, so you're going to get this first screen. This screen is very simple. Select one of the following options and then click it as asking. The first option is begin a new story, edit a project, play a story. Since we are doing for the first time, obviously what we are going to select? We are going to select begin a new story. So I'm going to just click on the next option here. Now the next step is import and arrange your pictures. Now, before you do this, you should have in your mind what kind of story you want to create, whether it is a demonstration story, whether it is a story for the children where you're going to narrate a story based on animals or birds or something, or whether it is photographs that you have taken from somewhere and that you are going to present. So depending on your requirement, you have to keep those pictures ready. basic thing what I have done is I'll show you 2-3 options over here. One for a science teacher, one for an English teacher, and one for a demo, what you can do. Here only still images work. You cannot insert any videos over here because this is a basic photo video making software over here. So now I'll go to import pictures. If I click on import pictures, I get a list of pictures that I've already loaded in my computer. Now say suppose I'm going to create a story for English and Hindi teachers. So I've already downloaded some pictures. This I will show it to you. Just a minute. This one. Pics for a story. So here the tortoise story pictures I have downloaded. So I'll select all the pictures, whichever pictures I want. This I have downloaded from the Google Images only. I have saved it in my laptop and I'm using it. So to select multiple pictures, select one picture and press on the control key in your keyboard and click on all the images one after the other. All the images will get selected. Something like this. And then click on OK button. See, now all the pictures have come on the screen. I think it is visible to all of you, all the pictures one by one. This is the first image. This is the second one. This is the third one. Suppose you want to tell a story in your voice with different voice modulations. English language teachers especially will agree with me that voice modulation is very important when you teach them. अगर हिंदी बच्चों के लिए आप पढ़ा रहे हैं तो हिंदी का भी आप lesson बना सकते हैं. So after importing all pictures, here there is an option called as remove black borders. You can see black borders over here that will not look in the video, no look nice in the video. So what we'll do is we'll click on remove black borders. So it will take some seconds, maybe 10 seconds to remove all. Click on, do you want to use the picture shown in the after box in your story? Click on yes to all. All the images black borders I want to remove. So click on yes all. So then click on OK. So all the black borders have been removed. Next step is you click on the first image and then go to the next button over here. Okay, so click on the next button over here. Next step comes giving the title for this particular video story that I'm making. Since the title is already there, the talkative tortoise, I need not have to give any title for this. So after doing this one, I will click on the next button over here. Next comes the most interesting and good part of this photo story. You're going to record your voice. Now, when you record your voice, always it is not possible to remember all the steps or all the commands that we are giving. So better is that you type the notes over here. Okay, so I'm going to delete this and type. I'm going to introduce myself. I'll tell children, today we are going, beforehand you type your notes, what you are going to say for this particular story. Type everything, the story, and then when you want to start recording, click on this red button over here. If you click on this red button, the recording starts, and when you want to stop, click on this black button. I will demonstrate it now, how it can be done. I'm recording now. Hello बच्चों, कैसे हो? आज हम लोग talkative tortoise या बहुत बात करने वाला मगर कछुआ के बारे में जानेंगे. And I'm going to stop. Okay, if you want to listen how it is sounding, you can click on this. You can click on this preview option. Click on this preview option. Now I'll play it. Just a minute so that you can hear my recording also. I'll share the sound. I'm going to play it now. Listen. Hello बच्चों, कैसे हो? आज हम लोग talkative tortoise या बहुत बात करने वाला मगर कछुआ के बारे में जानेंगे. This is how it is going to sound. My Hindi is not so good. Please excuse me for that. A lot of accent is there. So like this, you're going to do the recording for each and every picture that you have got. Once this is done, again, you can go back.
Ma'am, excuse me, if I may just
tell me.
Ask one question here.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, since you have downloaded the images from the Google, is there a possibility that if in case I have my own images in the textbook, which I wish to do the same, so is there a possibility I can use those images and then again?
Yes, ma'am. I'll show
Yeah?
you that also. I have done that also. I'll show it to you. Okay, this
Perfect.
is one
Thank you
where I have
so
done
much.
with the welcome. This I have done
Thank you so
taking
much.
the
Thanks.
welcome. This I have done taking the images from the Google. So I'll show you that also. Once this is done, I'm going to the second picture now. Go to the second picture. If you want to put any text for this one, you can put it. If you do not want, click on the next button. Again, go for the voice recording. Click on this.
So what is
record
the
some-
relevance of putting the text?
Text is, say, suppose for the starting one, say, suppose you're giving a demonstration. For each and every picture, you need to demonstrate or tell something, or you need to guide the child of where they want to see. Suppose here, I'll write a note over here. Okay, I'll write something over here and show it to you, ma'am. Here I'll write, see the colorful background in this picture. If you want to take the attention of the child along with the background, 1 minute, background of this picture. If you want to take the attention of the child towards something, you can type over here. Otherwise, if you do not want, you need not have to give any text over here. Then
So the students can read this on the picture.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They can see it.
Okay. 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 Fine. Thank you.
Then click on the next button. Again, you're going to follow the same procedure where you're going to type the notes and do the voice recording. Sometimes for a particular single picture, you may have to speak for 5 minutes or say 2 minutes. That time, all your notes, all your points may not be in your mind. That time, it's always better to type the notes, see and do the recording. Now, there are certain options. No, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Ma'am, can we change the position of this text?
Yes, yes, sir. We can change. I'll show you that also. Let me go to the second slide where I've written here. I'll go to back. See, sir, there are different positions. This is top. Okay, there are 3 options. Basic, very basic options. Top, middle, and then bottom. This is there. And even the alignment of the text also can be changed. You can left align it, or you can align it to the center, or you can align it to the right. Suppose you are not satisfied with the font and the color, the style, you want to make it bold and the color should change. Then here in this side, you can see here, select font option. So you can click on this one and see the same as we get in MS Word. Different fonts are available, sizes are there, say 26, and color. Suppose I don't like black color, I want the color should be in green. I'm going to select and click on OK. See, this is how it is going to look like. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now after the text part is there, so you're going to do the text part if required, otherwise don't do it. Do the recording if required for each and every slide, because since we are doing the story, every slide, some information or some storytelling part will be there. After that, then you're going to the most important or the interesting one, selecting the music for this one. Okay, so I'll go and see here. You can see an option, select music. So if you click on this one, any MP3 file format, that is audio file. Okay, normally we choose MP3 file format only. You can choose over here. These are some musics that I have already downloaded and kept from internet. Or if you have something on your own, you can put that also. Or if you're telling a story, if you feel that the audio is going to disturb the story part, you need not have to put. But here I'm just demonstrating, so I'm showing it to you. So I'll select this particular audio and click on open. Now, what happens is that how many of our pictures are there, that many, for that length, the audio is going to get accommodated automatically by itself. We need not have to do anything. Now, there are 6 images, so the length will be adjusted. Even though the music may be for 4 minutes, only for that amount of time, the music will be selected. One more important thing that you should know here, always the volume is kept at high. So if it is high, it is not very good. So keep it in between, say in the middle. If more of audio, your recordings is there, keep it towards the lower side. If more of only your background music should come, then you can keep it in the middle. Now, after doing everything,
the same
yes,
music will come around, as the background score to all the images?
Yes,
or we can change
you can change it, ma'am. That also I will show you. Now, what I've done is I've selected for the entire story only 1 music. Okay, let me preview it and show it to you how it sounds like. Then I will change with 2 musics, ma'am. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
So now let us preview it. Kindly listen. Hello, बच्चों, कैसे हो? आज हम See, the music gets automatically adjusted for the depending number of images that are there. Okay. So now what I will do is I want two musics to come. For the first two slides or the images, I want this music. But for third one, I want a different music. So I'll go to the third image, then go to select music. Now I'm going to choose the other music for you, happy and fun. This I've downloaded and I'm going to click on open option over here. Then see here, only from here till here, the first music is there. And for this one, it is going to go with the other music. Let me preview it again for all of you once again. See now the difference. Hello बच्चों, कैसे हो? आज हम लोग टॉकेटिव टॉर्टॉइस या बहुत बात करने वाला मगर कछुआ के बारे में जानेंगे. And I'm going to So now did you get it? How we can change the music for different images, ma'am? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, okay. So now one more thing is there, how you can change the transition of this one. So I'll just take you back to the first part. This is recording part. And here, there is one option called as edit. Okay, so if you select this one, cropping option is also there. Cropping means selecting only the required portion that you want to show to the children, not the entire image or the part of the image you can choose. So cropping part is there. So you can choose that, crop the image. If you want to increase the size or decrease the size, you can do it. Now I want only this part to come. Okay, this part. Then after selecting this part, click on save and then click on close. So now once you see the preview now, only this part will come. See now. Hello, बच्चों, कैसे हो? आज हम लोग talkative tortoise. So like this, you can crop the images, and customize motion option is also there, that you can say how the picture is going to look after the transition gets over. So if you want to change it, you change it. But I feel what I suggest is keep it in the natural way. It decides which is the best option for that one. Okay. So this is done. So now we saw how to create interesting story for English teacher or Hindi teacher. Now, suppose I have done something on my own, or I have taken some images or pictures which my children have drawn based on that, how to do it. So I'll just remove all the, and one more thing I want to tell you, you can change the order of these images also. Suppose this image, I want to put it in the beginning. So you can see option here, arrow marks are there. So take it to the left. It comes in this position, take it to the right, position at the right place. Or if you want to delete that, by mistake you have put this picture, you can click on this cross button. So it is going to ask you whether you want to delete this picture. So if you click on S, that picture is permanently deleted. So now what I'll do is I'll just remove all this picture and do something which my children have done. All the images one by one will be removed. This also I'm going to remove it now. Now my photo story is blank. Again, I will go to import pictures. Now I'll go for this one, animated story. So here I wanted to, I had given a project for the children to make dialogues between a teacher and a child going to a factory and knowing about pollution. This is what they have done. I'll just import all the pictures and show it to you. See, all the pictures have come, and I'll remove the black border. Remove the black border for all the images. Say yes to all. The next step, as I told you, next step is to write some text over here. So text I'm going to write pollution and its effects. This is the heading I want to give. I want to put it in the bottom. So I'll keep it over here. And the size I want to change to maybe say 26 so that it will be big. Black color is okay. Okay, so 26 looks quite big. I can make it 24. This looks okay. Now I'll go for the next step, that is voice recording. You can record over here. Let me just show it to you. Hi, Radhika and Sham. Today we are going to visit a factory and know what kinds of pollution this factory is going to make and how we are going to protect our environment. I clicked on the stop button, recording is done. Now I'll go to the second picture and here I will say, ma'am, I have a question. What are these cars bursting outside? What is this factory giving out? The teacher says, these are all the pollutants that are coming out from the car and factory. So like this, you can give some narration. Once that is done, as I told you, the final step, we'll go to next, select a music for this one. I'm going to select this one this time, click on open. Then we are going to have this music kept at the lower side so that our narration is possible. Then click on preview. If you feel okay, then only we are going to save the project and go for final viewing. Okay, now you're getting a small screen. Don't be in an illusion that you're going to get a small screen. It will be maximized. This is just a preview for all of you. Okay. Hi, Radhika and Sham. Today we are going to visit a factory and know what kinds of pollution this factory is going to make and how we are going to protect our environment. Ma'am, I have a question. What are these cars bursting outside? What is this factory giving out? So like this, you can test your voice and music and everything. Now, there is less than 1 minute for this meeting to end. So I'll just stop the share and we'll join back once again. Okay.